Good morning, Mon Petite, and welcome back to my channel. I am having one of those mornings where I'm kind of questioning if this is real life. I'm having such a pinch me moment today because I am doing something today I have always wanted to do with one of my favorite brands. So I've been getting myself a little bit glammed up this morning because we have a very, very exciting event to attend. Today, we are going to the Henley Royal Regatta with Abercrombie. Seriously, pinch me moment. I keep thinking to myself that I'm about to wake up, but this is a dream. This isn't really happening because, oh my goodness me, not only are Abercrombie one of my favorite brands, they have so many gorgeous pieces, like really lovely essentials, wardrobe basics, lovely little dresses for the summer. They are also a brand that caters so well for petite girls. I feel like they're really pioneering that, like, all inclusive with regards to like the height differences, because they do petite, regular and long for pretty much all of their collections. Like, it's not just like a tiny little petite section on their website. All of the dresses you can get in petite, which excites me so much. And the Henley Royal Regatta is something I have always wanted to attend. I don't actually think anyone knew where we used to live, where we lived just outside of London when we lived in our old flat, but we lived in Berkshire and we were literally 10-15 minutes away from Henley, which is a place that we used to go to all the time at the weekend. We used to go for like lovely riverside walks and like pub lunches, and it was kind of one of the first places that really solidified to both of us how much we love that like village life, that like countryside living. We used to walk along the river, look at the beautiful houses and talk about like where we were going to end up, and it just feels so cyclical having like bought to the house of our dreams, thinking back to what we used to like dream and plan for when we were two young little kids living in our old flat. We used to absolutely love it. So it feels very, very cyclical, and it's so exciting to be attending an event that I have always dreamt of going to. And not just attending the Henley Royal Regatta, but attending it with Abercrombie. I honestly feel like I'm about to wake up at any moment. I just keep this morning being like, come on, pinch yourself. This isn't really happening. So as you can see, I've been getting myself a bit glammed up. I'm gonna give myself a little spritz of perfume. I'm gonna do English Pear and Sweet Pea because this is actually one of my most complimenting, because I feel like it's quite different. It's very like fresh. You've got that almost like leafiness in the English Pear, but then the sweetness of the Sweet Pea. Oh my goodness me, I absolutely love it. And also excitingly, we have had our first Sweet Pea flower appear on my little Sweet Pea climbers last night, which it all just feels very, oh, it's just so, so lovely. It's so lovely. It's a quick little spritz of perfume, and I am, of course, wearing a beautiful Abercrombie dress. I don't know if you can just see them in the background. Ordered 3 dresses to choose from for today because I wasn't quite sure what I'd want to wear. I've gone for this little black linen number. I'll show you those dresses maybe tomorrow, the other 2 that I was kind of deciding between, because they are still so beautiful. And I think if the weather was a bit warmer, if we had the weather that we had last week when we had the heat wave, I probably would have gone for one of those because they're a little bit lighter and a little bit more kind of like skin on show. But the second I put on this little black linen number with the puff sleeves, you know how much I love a puff sleeve as a petite girl. It's so flattering on us. If you're like me, you've quite a short torso, it's such an easy way to create an illusion of a longer body and a longer torso, because it just like really elongates your body. It pulls the eye up and it just makes you look so much taller. So I need to show you my full outfit of the day before we head off for the Henley Royal Regatta. Honestly, I can't believe that this is happening. So we have been graced today with a beautiful blue sky day. I've just been pottering outside in the garden this morning, and it's that perfect like cool summer morning, you know, when you just know it's gonna hot up to actually be quite a warm day. Even if it's not heat wave weather, I think it's gonna be perfect so that you can actually enjoy the sunshine, enjoy being outside, but not get too hot. And I just feel like this outfit is so perfect for that. So I've gone for a little hat, which I always like to wear a hat, especially if I'm gonna have like a day where I'm outside for a lot of the time, because I like to protect my face, I like to protect my shoulders, especially my scalp. My scalp always burns so much, and when I was deciding hats, I was like, we have to go for the boat hat. It is very on theme for the Henley Royal Regatta. So I've got this little boat hat on, which this is quite old, but I think there's a really similar one at H&M, so I'll leave something similar linked down below. And I feel like the black ribbon on it just matches so perfectly with the black on the dress. As you can see, it's quite a black outfit actually, but I feel like it's just giving really like demure vibes. I absolutely love it. I'm someone that's always for black for summer. I just think you can't beat black no matter what season you're in, and especially depending on the material. As long as you've gone for like a very summery material, you can so make it work. So this dress is actually linen. It has pockets, which is just my favorite thing about it. I'm just going to be walking around every time someone compliments the dress. You know what I'm going to say? Thanks, it has pockets. I just can't help myself. And I love the fact that it has this kind of tearing detailing. I always find that, again, very flattering as a shorter girl. I feel like all of the detailing that they've put into this dress is designed for short girls like us, because the waistline is just so beautiful. The elevated sleeves, they're like puff sleeves. They're not too puffy, but just really, really gorgeous. They've got a good elastication, so they're not too big for me. The amount of dresses I've tried where like it falls down on my shoulders, this fits so perfectly. And then the little pleating on the skirt, I feel like is another just extra little detail that really helps pull the eye up and add that elongation. So we're really going for this kind of like neutral and black colorway with regards to today's outfit. I've got my favorite Holland Cooper bag with me. I absolutely love this bag. They brought this out in like a new kind of style, a new version, and actually a new colorway as well. And I love her so much. She's so perfect for days out like today. I find that she's the perfect like elevated summer bag. If ever I want to just look a little bit more elevated, a little bit more demure, she's the bag that I bring out. But because you've got the like natural raffia, she still screams summer, which I absolutely love. And then I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even gonna attempt to wear heels today. I know we're gonna be doing a lot of walking, a lot of standing, and I just want to be comfortable. My little new look slingbacks I feel like are the perfect thing to wear. I was debating between these and my Castagna espadrilles, but I just feel like I get a little bit more stability with these, and I feel like they match the theme of the outfit a little bit better. The kind of like neutral base with a little black cap toe. I absolutely adore. I always get so many compliments on these shoes because they look so expensive and they're actually so affordable. So I'll leave them linked down below. And as I said, I had a couple of other dresses to choose from, which I'll show you properly tomorrow. We can do a full try on of all of the other dresses, but this is the one that I've chosen to go for because I just think it's so perfect for today. So I better quit my yapping and actually head off to the Henley Royal Regatta because I think it's just going to be such a fun day. I'm so excited to see all the Abercrombie girls and see everybody else that's going to be attending, and I can't wait to take you guys with me as well. So let's get going off to the Henley Royal Regatta. We have arrived to the Henley Royal Regatta, although I'm not gonna lie, kind of looks like I've left the blue skies behind in the New Forest because it has become a little bit overcast and a little bit cloudy, but hopefully the sun will come back out later on this afternoon. But they've already had a few races going and it's absolutely incredible here. So many girls looking absolutely gorgeous, dressed head to toe in Abercrombie, which is absolutely amazing. Spotted little Alex Cole over here. Look who it is. Hello. Looking gorgeous. We're almost matching actually, because you've got the strapless one that I didn't go for. It is the funniest thing trying to vlog with. Do you know what? The two Alexes in my life are the two tallest people. Really? Vlogging with you is the same as vlogging with Alex. Because look at the height difference.
No, honestly, I always say it looks like I'm kidnapping you whenever I'm around.
Looks like I'm your little sister, doesn't it? It's like, but to be fair, we are fully representing the Abercrombie girls because we've got the Abercrombie tall range and the Abercrombie petite range.
We just need a regular to stand in between.
I know, we need someone to bridge the gap between our heights.
Range.
Literally, but I love how that dress looks on you. It's so gorgeous. The little linen numbers.
It's really comfortable as well.
Yeah.
It's linen.
I know, it's so lovely. Yeah, this one's got pockets though, that one doesn't have pockets.
No,
I know.
You're winning with the pockets.
What can I say?
I love linen because it's not like at the races. I feel like you feel a bit stuffy.
You do. And I feel like it's the only way to wear black in summer. Yeah. Because everyone always is like, black, you're going to attract the heat. I'm like, no, the linen.
I'm all
breathable.
for wearing black in summer.
We do love a bit of black in summer.
It's my favourite colour.
It is, yes.
When people say you should wear more colour, I'm like, no, this is a colour.
You're not a colour girl. Like I feel like maybe a little bit of like lemon yellow somewhere in between, like that's as much as you'll go.
Denim.
For me it's blue,
denim
I was going to say.
To colour though.
But that's why I say blues are neutral, because blue is denim.
Blue is
so that is honestly it's so funny trying to vlog with you. I'm like,
I need to just kneel down.
We did just get a photo together and we did say to the photographer it might be best if Alex sits and I stand in order to try and get somewhat of a cohesive height difference in the photo.
It ruins the aesthetic, doesn't it, when you've literally got
just your mouth.
It's the hats as well. It makes it worse with the hats.
Do you know what? As I've been cuddling everyone though, I keep whacking my hat into people. I'm not used to the hat etiquette. I need to learn how to say hello to everyone.
On you,
I do. You know I love my hat.
I love a hat.
I do. And it's the boater, Henley. I'm on theme.
Exactly. I've got like a visor, so my head is sticking out the top.
But I don't think you need the sun cream for it today.
No,
you're all right. I do love it. But yeah, fingers crossed the sun's going to come out a bit later.
It will.
For now we'll have some drinks and just enjoy the vibes.
Cheers.
We've just sat down to lunch and we are being treated to a 5-course menu. I have a feeling I'm going to be absolutely stuffed by the end of it. And Tia's really worried about her white dress.
It's so
I said to her, you need to like tuck a little napkin in, like a little bit. Oh my goodness, this looks absolutely lovely, and the decor is just stunning. I mean, couldn't get any better than this. So I've just done a little interview to talk through my outfit. I'm so obsessed with this dress, and it's so lovely to see all the girls in their Abercrombie pieces as well. But we've just come down to the lawn to actually watch some of the races. So you can't come to the Henley Regatta and not watch the races. We've done a little sweepstakes, so fingers crossed we might be in for a winner. I mean, we don't know any of the names, but we basically decided to choose the names that sounded the most fun. Oh, it looks like we've got some races going on at the moment. So yeah, we've come down to have a little watch and hopefully win big. Oh my gosh, look at them go. Oh, they're so quick. You can hear all the crowds cheering on the other side. They are so fast. Oh my goodness. Go, 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 go. We didn't win. I'm literally there like, we're gonna win big. Megan just came over and just went, we didn't win, we didn't win.
Yeah.
We basically had the tactic of going for like all the British sounding names. I didn't actually realise that Henley is worldwide.
Yeah.
You've got Switzerland,
We've got
Amsterdam.
Texas,
Yes.
Amsterdam.
Absolutely mad, but we didn't win. Oh well, it's still fun.
We've still got 9 more chances.
Yeah. Oh wait, hang on. So is it for each individual?
So yeah, so we've got to, I'm guessing the winner is the one who wins the most races.
Right, okay. So we still have a chance of being in. Exciting. We'll wander around the hospitality because right behind me there is a night timber tent, which is just absolutely amazing, and all of the little private hospitality sectors. So we thought we'd go for a little wander in between the races, and it's so lovely. Like everyone's just having the best time, having like drinks and food. Oh, I definitely want to come back every year. Cutest thing ever. They've got little water taxis waiting for you to take you back into the main square. We've got a friend.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Oh my god, this is so fun. Do you reckon he can give lifts?
It looks like he might be able to.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Big thank you. Oh, it's a charity just.
Oh, I wish we could have voted for him in the sweepstake.
How cute.
Little duck. I love him. This looks incredible. I'm definitely eyeing up this little red velvet. Scones. Oh my goodness me. Tuck into some sandwiches now. It is safe to say that we are experiencing the Henley Royal Regatta in style. We have just been treated to a boat ride. We are cruising down the River Thames on a little boat, and I honestly could not be happier. I love a boat ride. I'm always that person on holiday that's like, Alex, let's hire a boat. Let's just chug out on the water and just enjoy ourselves. And it's safe to say I've never actually, I don't think ever, been on a boat on the River Thames. So this is a truly exciting experience. Just chugging down the river, definitely not keeping up with the rowers. There's still races going on actually, which is absolutely insane that we can see them whizzing past us as we're on the boat. We are just pootling down the river, and it's just so incredible. This is the life. How incredible is this? Look at the wisteria on that house. Oh my goodness me. Can you imagine this being your back garden? Just backing up to the River Thames. Just went flying. I'm terrified of losing this. I think it's gonna go.
Gust of wind and
You've only just bought that as well. Oh,
it's dying to get ready. It's
it's gonna go straight in the river.
Stay on my head.
My goodness me, has it been an incredible day at the Henley Royal Regatta. I've just got back to the car now. I just parked at the Henley train station. I drove myself up because it's really not that far, and actually funnily enough, where we used to live, I drove so close to our old flat, which just felt so nostalgic. I was driving around all the roads that we used to drive to and from Henley to our old flat where we used to live. I was sending Alex so many texts later being like, guess where I was, guess where I've been driving around. It just makes me so happy. So I've got a little car journey ahead of me after honestly just the incredible day at Henley with Abercrombie. They wined and dined us, they absolutely spoiled us, and the boat trip at the end was just chef's kiss. It was so lovely, just chugging down at the Thames River, seeing all of the other boats. Why is it such a thing when you're on a boat that you've got to wave to everybody? You've got to say hi to all the people around you that you pass. We've been waving to all the other boats. We could see some races happening like from the boat, which was absolutely amazing because it also gives you a really good sense of how fast they are actually traveling and how fast they are able to row. So it was just such an incredible day, such a fun event to attend, and with one of my favorite brands. So I'm feeling very, very lucky right now. As I've said, it's been a real pinch me day. So I'm gonna get myself home to Alex and just have a lovely evening after the most wonderful day. Good morning, Mon Petite. Well, my goodness me, is this a little bit of a drastic change compared to yesterday when we were glam to the nines, wearing such a pretty dress, full face of makeup on, the Henley Regatta, compared to today. Today, I feel like is like true Ellie mode. We've got a day at home today. I've gone very minimal with my makeup. Hair has just been scraped back, and I've not even thought about my outfit. I'm literally just wearing like a little blue linen shirt with my favorite linen trousers on because I know I don't need to be anywhere today. I don't need to see anyone. So it's just one of those days that is a super chilled out one. And I don't know about you, but after a day of wearing contacts and very heavy eye makeup, I just need no makeup on. So please excuse the very makeup free face. I haven't even put any eye makeup on because I just want to give my eyes a little bit of a break. I do have quite sensitive eyes, so I do find that I have to be quite gentle with them after days like yesterday. But what a fun day it was. And it's quite funny actually, because when we were there, we were quite disappointed in the weather because I mean, the Henley Regatta takes place in July. You'd think that it would always be blue skies, sunshine, 30-degree weather, with a little bit of cloud. Occasionally the sun would come out and we would enjoy a little bit of sunshine, but it was a little bit chilly, it was a little bit grey. But compared to today, oh my goodness me, I could not be more grateful for the weather that we had, because today we have, I mean, I don't really know why I'm spinning you around because all you're going to see is like a little white box behind me, but today we have miserable weather, which is so upsetting. It is grey, it is rainy, it is drizzly, and I feel so sorry for anyone going to the Henley Regatta today because they are going to get soaked. They're going to need waterproof shoes, umbrellas, raincoats. I mean, I'm sure the actual rowers don't really mind because they probably get splashed from the water anyway. So what's the difference between the rainwater getting them wet and the river water getting them wet? There's probably no difference for them, but I feel so sorry for anyone heading to the Henley Regatta today. But my goodness me, what a fun day we had yesterday. I feel like Abercrombie just absolutely spoiled us with the hospitality box. We had such a good view of the races. We couldn't quite see the finish, but we could see like a really good portion of the race, which was so fun to watch. And the boat ride at the end of the day, oh my goodness me, it was a real pinch me day yesterday. And they've treated us even more with a lovely little goodie bag that they have sent us home with. So can I pop you here? Might be slightly on the wonk, so I'm sorry if it is, but let's go through what's in here together because it was just honestly such a fun day and they really did spoil us. This was the little lunch menu that we had. I think I mentioned, but we literally had 5 courses, and after the 4th course, me and a few other girls, we tapped out. We just couldn't do the cheese course, and I'm a big fan of my cheeses. I'm not normally the kind of person that would say no to a cheese course. So the first thing we've got in here, which I think would have been so perfect if the weather was really hot yesterday, and I've been wanting to get a fan like this for such a long time. It's a little old-fashioned summer fan with obviously the Like to Know It logo on it, which I absolutely love. If you don't know what Like to Know It is, it's basically the platform that I use to always like link my outfits. I usually post like a little comment on my YouTube videos to say shop my wardrobe, because I used to always get so many questions like, how can I shop your outfits? How can I shop what you're wearing? So I always just post that now, just to kind of like almost like mitigate the questions before they come in and just make it a little bit easier for you guys. And that's what I really like about Like to Know It. I feel like it kind of takes the hard work out of it, and it just means I can link to the direct products, I can link the direct items. If they've gone into sale, it will let you know. And if they've sold out, I'll usually try and link similar alternatives. So I really love using them, and I really love this. I just think this is so perfect in summer. I've wanted one for so long, so I absolutely love that. We then also have a little box of mints, which literally says on it, Like to Know It, and Abercrombie and Fitch. And I feel like this is the kind of thing you need to keep in your car. Like, you know, when you have people and you just want to be like, mint? So I'm not a gum girl. I really don't like chewing gum. I've never been someone that really chews gum. And mint, however, that smells like spearmint. I just think that is like the epitome of class. And let's be honest, the Henley Regatta is the epitome of class. We then also have a little pop socket with, again, the Like to Know It logo. And I really like the logo. It's like a really, really pretty little heart encased in kind of the circle, which I think is so lovely. So we've got a little pop socket. We then also have a little spritz, which I'm not entirely sure what this is. Is this a room spray? Is this a pillow spray? Again, it just says on it, the Henley Regatta with Like to Know It and Abercrombie. I'll give it a little spritz because I want to see what this actually smells like. I'm not really getting much from that, I'm not gonna lie. Is it just a facial mist? I may have to send them a message and ask exactly what this is intended for, because I cannot tell. I'm not really getting much of a scent from that at all. Potentially it's a facial mist because I'm guessing they were anticipating it being quite warm at the Regatta yesterday. And then we also have something in here which I'm not entirely sure what this is, but I love sage green packaging. It might be a water bottle. I'm not entirely sure. Ooh, this looks like glassware to me. My goodness me, this is wrapped so nicely. I'm terrified of dropping this on the kitchen floor because this is a very, very unforgiving kitchen floor. I think I may have mentioned that Alex has smashed his phone screen on this floor before, so we do have to be very careful not to drop things. Oh my goodness me, it is a champagne glass. And I don't know if you can see that. I'm gonna have to like try and cover my face that it focuses on the glass. It says Ellie on it. Oh, that is so, so lovely. What's that? Okay, I thought that was a crack for a minute. My goodness me. It's got a little ear. It says Ellie. Oh, that is so cute. And that's like a really nice champagne flute. Like I love it when they've got a little bit of a weight to like the bottom of it. So it just feels really luxurious to drink and hold. And that to me is like the epitome of Henley. Class a little champagne flute to come home with. Oh, that is so, so kind. Honestly, they really did spoil us at the Regatta yesterday. And with these lovely, lovely gifts, it was just such a fun day with one of my favorite brands. I'm not gonna lie, I've just made a quick mad dash out in the rain to save a couple of my hydrangea flowers because as much as hydrangeas love a good drink of water, they are really, really thirsty flowers. They don't like a lot of rain because their flowers basically soak up a lot of the water. And I had a lot of my hydrangea flowers from the bush that you can see just over there in the corner were starting to flop over. So I thought I would save a couple and bring them inside. So I've just popped them into this little posy vase and I love how they look. I just think it just adds a little pop of colour into the kitchen, surrounded by my greenery with my mint, my basil, and then this basil is slowly starting to come back after Alex butchered it a couple of weeks ago. He is on the mend. He is recovering slowly but surely, so it's lovely to get a little pop of pink on the windowsill, as you can see, in a very grey, very dreary, very wet day. I know I promised to show you the other options that I had for the Henley Royal Regatta, and if you follow me on TikTok, you may have already seen the 3 options because I was really struggling with what to wear. I obviously went for the gorgeous little black linen number in the end with the puff sleeves, which I absolutely adore. One thing I love about Abercrombie is the fact that they've got pretty much everything in petite, regular, and tall, so no matter what your height or like your size, you're going to be able to find something perfect. Now, all of these dresses are from the petite section. They're all in the petite length. I did decide to go up in size because I do find with 99% of brands you need to size up if you're going for petite, but one thing I would say is I actually find with Abercrombie I didn't need to size up in a size, so I went for a 14 in these and I actually think a 12 would have been just fine. So if you are looking to pick these up, that's just something to note, is that you don't necessarily need to size up in size because of the way that it's kind of like shaped and structured. It actually just meant that it was really lovely and like loose and comfortable and flowy, so perfect for like summer dressing. And this particular dress they have in so many different colorways and styles and patterns. It's clearly one of their best sellers, so they brought it out time and time again, which I absolutely love. For me, as I said with Alex, I love black linen. I just think it's so gorgeous for summer, timeless, classic. And I know a lot of people get a bit scared to wear black in summer. They're like, oh, you're going to attract the heat, it's going to like absorb all of the sunshine. I actually find linen doesn't, and it still keeps you really nice and cool. So the option that I went for yesterday, which I am honestly in love with, I know you've already seen it, but I thought I would just show it to you again so you can see the full effect of this dress. I've just chucked it on with a pair of little summery slides to kind of show that it doesn't have to be more of like an occasion wear dress. A lot of the girls were wearing heels at Henley, and one thing I would say is if ever you were attending a kind of summer event in Britain, I would not recommend stiletto heels because 99% of the time you're either on gravel or grass. So if you do want to wear heels, I'd go for like an espadrille style, like a castagna, something that's got maybe a bit more of a wedge, or I would just go for flats. Like I do think the flats look lovely with these kinds of dresses, and I just always find that I'm so much more comfortable. So as I said, I definitely didn't need to go for a size up, but you can see there is quite a bit of room. Like I could cinch in the waist further, but because of the structure of this dress, I do love this silhouette, and it just means it's really lovely and loose and casual. I love the puff sleeves. I think they're so, so gorgeous, and I kind of want to get this in every single colorway now. I think it's just such a gorgeous dress for summer. Option number 2, which I absolutely adore, but I am so glad that I didn't go for this in the end because this is actually the dress that Alex ended up wearing, and it just would have been so funny if we we were matching. We were kind of matchy with like our hats, the colorways that we went for, but it would have been kind of hilarious if we'd gone in the same dress. So I'm so glad that I went for the puff sleeve, because this dress I would have loved if the sun was shining. It would have been so perfect if it was like 30 degrees, but I knew it wouldn't be quite warm enough. So a lot of girls actually did have to bring like little cardigans and like throwovers just to keep them a little bit warmer. But this I think is going to be so perfect when the temperatures, fingers crossed, go back up. Apparently we're due another heat wave. I'm skeptical. I don't know if I see it coming, because looking at the weather forecast for the coming week, it's not looking that great. This weekend looks like it's going to be miserable weather, which I'm not mad about, because Alex and I haven't had a nothing weekend in absolutely ages. So it might be one of those weekends where we just potter about the house, stick a movie on, barely speak to anyone, barely leave the house, and I kind of love those kinds of weekends. So if we do get warmer weather, this would be so perfect. I love the like pleating detail that it's got around here. I think it's so gorgeous, and my favorite thing about this is the fact that the sleeves are adjustable. I honestly think in 2024 there was no excuse for brands not giving an adjustable sleeve length, because nobody's torso is the same. So it means if you're a bit taller, it might come up a bit higher. If you're shorter like me, usually it comes up too low. So I love the fact that you can adjust the sleeves, and it's got the most beautiful shearing detailing at the back, so it's like really nice and comfy and stretchy. This one just feels almost a little bit more like understated. So if you quite like the style of the other one, but you're maybe a bit scared of a puff sleeve, I feel like this is a great option to go for instead. And I also believe this came in a couple of other colorways, so I'll leave them all linked down below, because this is another one that I think is so gorgeous. I was so close to wearing. That was a real contender for the Royal Regatta, and one that I definitely think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of this summer. For me, the structure of this dress is just what blows it out of the water. It's very different actually in shape to the puff sleeve. I thought when I ordered these both that they would look really similar, basically one with sleeves and one without, but actually they're such different dresses. The structure of this is like a little bit higher up with regards to the kind of torso, so the pleating stops a little bit higher, which I feel is quite Bridgerton inspired. Like it gives you that beautiful waistline, which I absolutely love, and it just kind of skims down your hips. Again, I went for a 14 in this, but I would definitely say I could have gone for a 12. You don't need to size up in these dresses, which I absolutely love. The length is just so perfect, getting it in the petite as well. What one of the girls actually said to me was that she usually gets regular length, but she decided to get it in the long because she basically wanted a full length dress. She wanted it to be a little bit more elevated. She wanted it to touch the floor and to wear heels with it. And I thought that was such a good idea, because clearly Abercrombie don't edit like huge amounts of the dress. They don't completely change the sizing and the structure of it. They literally just change the length, which I think is so revolutionary, because so many brands do not do that, and I really struggle with what size to get whenever I'm shopping from the petite section. So I would definitely say that you don't need to size up, just go for your normal size and it will fit perfectly. But I just love the structure of this like square neckline. I think is really flattering, and as I said, if the sun was shiny, I think this would have been a great option, because I just love black linen in summer. It's so lightweight yet still really timeless and elegant. I think this would be so beautiful to wear to a summer wedding if you have any coming up this July or August. This is such a beautiful dress to add into your summer wardrobe. Third option was a little bit of a wild card for me, because this is not a colorway that I would usually go for, but I saw this on Abercrombie's website and just fell in love. And again, I think if the sun was shining, this would have been a much higher contender. I probably would have opted for this if it was like 30-degree weather, because it's such a beautiful lightweight dress. This one's actually quite different to the black one. I feel like just from looking at the top half, it looks quite similar, but this one has this really gorgeous like pleating detail running down the skirt, and I just love these like big red, that almost like peony flowers. I think are just so gorgeous. Again, it's got this kind of like layered tiering detail to the bodice, but this comes a little bit lower, and I do love a little bit more of like a drop waist. I just find it very flattering. Again, we've got the gorgeous little sheer detailing, so it's really nice and stretchy. This one actually doesn't have a zip to get you in, so it just goes to show how like stretchy and comfy it is. And again, adjustable sleeves, which honestly is just such a game changer. I feel like this would be a really gorgeous one for any kind of like wedding, if you're going to like a garden party wedding. It's got a really beautiful like creamy, almost buttermilk color as the background, so it's definitely not white. I don't know what color it's going to be coming up on camera, because sometimes the camera can kind of like change colors a little bit, but it's very like buttermilk yellow, which I just think is so gorgeous, and with the right accessories, it's just such a stunning kind of like occasion wear dress. So another one that was a real contender, and that hopefully I'm going to be able to wear this summer, because as I said, it's a bit of a wild card. It's a little bit out there for me, but I still think it is just absolutely beautiful. And despite the fact that this was the wild card of the haul, I think you can see why I was so tempted to wear it. Honestly, if it was like 30 degrees and sun shining, I think I would have gone for this dress, because the pattern, it's just so bold. It's so much more like bold and colourful than I would normally go for. But the buttermilk background. Oh my goodness me, I feel like buttermilk is so in at the moment. I absolutely love it. I've seen it everywhere this summer. I think it's so lovely and like warming. I think it suits so many different skin tones. As you can see, the length of this dress is a little bit longer. I feel like it really elevates the look and the pleating of the skirt. If you're a short girl, pleating is so flattering because it really helps like elongate your leg. It kind of pulls the eye up and pulls it up to this beautiful torso, which again has this like pleating detail. I feel like this is just like a detail that Abercrombie has nailed. They use it with so many of their dresses and I absolutely love it. I feel like it adds a bit of interest to the dress as well. As you can see, this one kind of comes a little bit lower, which I think is really flattering with regards to the pleating. If it came up a bit higher, it would have been a bit too kind of frou-frou, but again, it has the beautiful square neckline, the beautiful detailing on the straps. I love the fact the pattern continues on the straps, so it just really like ties the whole dress in together. And again, you've got that really stretchy back detail. So I would actually say this is the only one that doesn't feel a little bit big. So if there isn't your normal size, I think you're okay to size up in this one if you wanted to. Again, it still has that like beautiful streamlined silhouette, which I just think is so flattering. So another dress that I think I'm gonna get my wear out of this summer. It was a little bit of a wild card for me, but I just love the print, I love the pattern, and I love the structure to this dress. So I can't wait to get more wear out of it this summer. Do you know what kind of breaks my heart a little bit this morning is that this is a hot coffee. It is currently July and I have opted for a hot coffee to warm me up this morning. No iced coffees for me today because it is another grey, little bit dreary, little bit grizzly day. It kind of feels like we're in September already. It's really odd. It's kind of mad thinking that literally a week ago I was having to go out and like water all of my veg, water my flowers because I was really worried about like getting scorched in the sun and about them not getting enough water. And this week it has just done the complete reverse. Although I do feel like that has kind of helped because I need to show you how my veg and my flowers are doing in the garden. But started my day this morning with a lovely long walk. So I'm only just having my morning coffee now. And I really needed something to warm me up because it was actually quite chilly on the walk this morning. Just did a lovely walk around the New Forest. That's what I love about living here in the New Forest is there's so many different like walking routes and really easy paths that you can take, whether you want to do like a shorter walk, a longer walk. I went on a lovely long walk this morning and I always feel so much better for it. Although it does mean I don't really give myself as much time to like get ready in the morning, hence why the hair has just been chucked up in a pony, which I don't normally do a pony, although I'm kind of loving the outfit. It almost feels a bit Nancy Myers-esque. I've got this gorgeous little linen shirt on, which I absolutely love. It's like almost got these watercoloured flowers on, my little pearl earrings, and then makeup wise, I'm not gonna even pretend that this took me longer than 5 minutes. Do you know what I love at the moment? These two products from Pixie are just my favourites. On days like today when I just wanna make no effort with my makeup, I literally just wanna get something on my face. I feel like this is perfect if you like work from home, you just want to look presentable on your work calls, but you want it to take you 5 minutes, or if you're like a working mum or anything like that, if you don't have a lot of time, this is amazing. I just use a little bit of the Latte Low Lighter to kind of like spot correct and just correct around my face, so I don't even need to wear like full foundation or anything. And then literally the blusher and the bronzer, I can apply these with my fingers and it takes 2 seconds to do, so I absolutely love these. And I actually yesterday received a new delivery from Pixie, which I'm very excited about because it's a new addition to the On The Glow range, which I absolutely adore. We have the new On The Glow Super Glow highlighters. So this is a highlight moisture stick, which sounds absolutely amazing. So it says here, the ultimate radiance enhancer infused with ginseng, aloe vera, and a unique mix of fruit extracts known for skin rejuvenation, providing a natural highlight and super glow. So we've got 2 shades here to choose from, and I thought we could try them out this morning. So first of all, we've got Ice Pouch. I think would be really lovely, maybe in like the winter, if you want to do like a real highlight, like something really glowy. But I think I might use this one. This is the Natural Luster, which looks a little bit more of like a warm kind of summery glow. Like this is the kind of glow I can imagine where it looks like you've just been out in the garden all afternoon, you've just been tending to your flowers, living your best Nancy Myers life. I feel like this week has been a very Nancy Myers week. I mean, the Henley Regatta was just absolutely incredible, and then it's just been a week of just kind of pottering at home, wearing super cute little linen outfits, and oh my gosh, this is beautiful. It's like the most beautiful pearlescent. Can you see that? That is so gorgeous. It's like a really beautiful kind of golden bronzy shade. So I'm just going to do a little bit right at the tops of my cheeks. I'm expecting this to be quite subtle. Yeah, that's really subtle. I absolutely love that, but it just gives you that like tiny little bit of glow. So the way that I usually apply these products is I literally just kind of swipe it on, and then you can just blend it in with your fingers, which is what makes it so easy. So you don't even need to worry too much about like the different brushes that you've got in your collection. I don't know if you can really see it. I think you can just about. It's just like a really beautiful there. That little pop of highlight that just gives you that in the garden glow. That I've just been down to the beach. I've just been soaking up the sunshine kind of a glow, which I love for summer. And I love the fact that that is a moisturizing highlighter stick as well. Hydrating, solid highlighter. Use on cheekbones, brow bones, and anywhere you want to brighten. Oh, I like the idea of using it on my brow bone. I might just do a little bit under my brows as well. Is anyone else terrified of eyebrow blindness now? I feel like that's all I'm being served on TikTok, and it always makes me scared that I'm not doing my brows correctly, or they're not quite the right shape for my face. But I have brows that are so not even sisters, they're like long distance cousins. I don't know how to get them at looking more symmetrical, but yeah, just wanted to try that out this morning. I think that's definitely going to become a little bit of a staple in my makeup routine, especially in the summer when you just want something super lightweight. You want it to take you no longer than 5 minutes. You can get outside to the sunshine when the sun eventually does arrive. If you liked my outfit that I was wearing to the Henley Regatta, I've just been getting the link sorted and organised ready for this video, and I noticed the bag that I was wearing is currently on sale at Henley, and I cannot tell you how many compliments I received for this bag at the Regatta. So many girls were asking me where it's from, and I know it does have quite heavy branding. Sometimes people get very put off by heavy branding, but I do find that it's not in your face. Like, I find it quite subtle, and actually I feel like it's a good conversation starter because it's not like Chanel, it's not like Louis Vuitton where you recognize the logo straight away. A lot of people don't know the brand Holland Cooper, and as soon as I tell them where it's from and they look it up, they're like, wow, they have so many gorgeous bits. Like, there's so many stunning pieces on the website, and this bag is currently under £200. It is almost 50% off, I believe, which is such an amazing thing because this is actually the kind of like old design. They brought out a new version of this, which I will leave a link down below. If you prefer a smaller logo, they've kind of like smallened, littlened. They've made the logo a little bit smaller with regards to the HC on the new one. They've also brought it out in like a really beautiful kind of camel leather colorway, which I personally love the black because for me, I just think it's so classic and timeless. And I love the handle. The top handle is so gorgeous, and it does also come with a crossbody strap if you're not the kind of person that likes to like put it on your arm. But I don't know if you saw any of like the videos from me at the Regatta, but I loved it because it meant that I could have like my camera in my hand, I could have a drink in my hand, and I didn't have to really worry about it. So I always love bags that I can wear on my arm like that. But the fact that this is now under £200 is just absolutely incredible. So I will leave that linked down below if you are wanting to shop it, because it really is one of my favorite bags for summer. I just love the like natural raffia. I love the gold hardware. It's like a subtle gold, so I find that it goes with any kind of metal that I've got in my collection. The shape and size of it is just so perfect if you're wanting to wear a summer handbag but look a little bit more elevated. So just wanted to let you know that that is currently on sale because that is just honestly such an amazing price. It is smelling absolutely delicious in the kitchen. Do you want to talk through what you're actually doing for dinner tonight? Because it's a little bit different actually.
We are having homemade doner kebabs.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited for this. It is cooking away and it smells absolutely delicious. Alex is just chopping up the veggies now, and I have been told I need to head outside and bring in some lettuce from the veg truck. How excited are you to have homegrown lettuce? I can't believe how quickly it's come up. I mean, did you expect literally within what, a month? Have you given me the veg truck?
I was going to say, it wasn't that long since you planted it.
I know, because you got it for me for my birthday. So let's head outside. We can pick some lettuce leaves ready for tonight. Oh my gosh, this makes me so happy. I honestly cannot believe the progress that we can see in the veg truck. I mean, look at how good it is looking. Oh my goodness me, it's just filled up so quickly. This is just what I love about salad. It's so easy. If you're new to gardening, you're new to growing your own produce, I would definitely say that salad is a great one to start with. I went for like a bit of a mixture. I've just picked a few of the baby gem leaves for tonight's dinner, but I've got at the back a mixed leaf lettuce. I've then got a curly lettuce, I've got baby gem lettuce, and then this one here is spinach. And what I love about it is that you can literally just pick individual leaves and they come back so quickly. You can literally just pick them and they come back really easily. You can alternatively wait for them to get a little bit bigger for them to ball, and then you can obviously cut them down, and again they come back exponentially. I find spinach is a great one at coming back as well. I think I'm just going to do a few leaves of the baby gem lettuce for tonight's dinner. I'm not entirely sure how much we're going to need. think that should be a good amount. Maybe I'll do a couple more, but it's so, so lovely to be able to pick your own produce. I would always say give it a really good wash before you actually eat it, but nothing tastes better than homegrown veg, and for me salad is just my absolute favourite, so I can't wait to utilise our salad a little bit more. If you're like me and you eat a lot of salad for like lunches and things like that, it's honestly just the easiest thing to grow, and it tastes absolutely delicious. I'm so excited to have this for tonight's dinner. As I said, it's always a good idea to give it a really good wash, and when I say a really good wash, I mean you need to literally wash each leaf individually, because it's obviously organic produce. I've not used any fertilizers, I've not used any like pesticides or anything like that, so just give it a really, really good wash, and then we'll have it for tonight's dinner. My goodness me, I can't wait to the day when we literally have my own onions, we have my own peppers, the tomatoes, hopefully it should come up soon. Oh, this just makes me so happy. Well, it doesn't get much more Nancy Myers than this. I literally feel like I'm living my best countryside grandmother life. I am washing and drying my own homegrown produce with my little gingham tea towel. We've got the veggies for the kebabs here that Alex has just been chopping up and getting ready. So we've got peppers and tomatoes, and then we've also got onion. And this is what I really love about doing these kebabs, is that it's literally just a bit of meat, wraps and fresh veggies, so it just feels really lovely and like light. It feels very healthy actually, but like still a bit of a treat. So we really, really love doing this, and this is exactly what I do whenever it comes to washing and drying my veggies. I will literally wash each individual leaf, and then I will just pat dry with my little tea towel, and I just find that it is the best way to clean them before you eat them, and it really does feel like you are living in a Nancy Myers film, so that's always an added bonus whenever it comes to the washing and drying process. When it comes to dinners, I know my role. It might be Chef Alex who is in charge in the kitchen, but when it comes to even just a dinner with the two of us, I like to do a little bit of a tablescape. I mean, this isn't really a tablescape, this is literally just setting the table for the two of us for dinner, but I always just love to make a little bit of an effort and just pop things out. This is kind of what we do every night really, is I just push this tray to the back so that we still have like a little bit of a centerpiece, and then I always get out these placemats. I think I've shown you them before. These are actually, I would say, vintage placemats. These must be at least 20-30 years old, potentially. I think they may be from Laura Ashley, but they've come from my mum, straight from Lady C, and I do actually remember eating my dinners off of these as a child. We used to have these in the house, and I just absolutely adore them. They're this beautiful like sage green colour. They're such a light green that they're almost a blue. They are so, so beautiful. So again, very Nancy Myers-esque. It's a very Nancy Myers inspired evening, and I just love the herbs that feature on this. I've just got waters out, and then I've just kind of set bits in the middle that we need for the dinner. So I've put out the veggies, put out my lettuce. We've got the wraps as well. I always like to have the mini wraps because I just feel like it's a little bit less overwhelming, that you can't stuff them quite as full. We've got Greek yogurt ready to have, and then just like sauces to have with the kebabs as well, and I can smell it coming from the kitchen. It's honestly absolutely incredible, and one of my favorite things to have is like a little bit of a treat, that's something that still feels quite light. It's perfect for the summertime, a little bit fresh, a little bit healthy, and such a yummy dinner. Trust me when I say that it is never lost on me how lucky I am to have a man that can cook, and that creates such amazing meals that are actually so simple. Like when you think about it, it's literally just fresh veg, a little bit of lamb mince wrapped up in a lovely wrap with my own homegrown produce. The lettuce was the piece de resistance, if I do say so myself. I cannot wait for my tomatoes to start coming in as well. I've seen a few tomato flowers that have popped up, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll be able to eat my homegrown tomatoes as well. It's just my favorite thing, creating my own produce. I feel like there's nothing that is more Nancy Myers than being able to eat produce from your own garden. It just makes me so, so happy. But I've come up to the very echoey bathroom. I'm sorry it's always so echoey when I vlog in here. The only new addition that we have in this bathroom is this mirror. Other than that, it's like quite an empty space. It's a very big bathroom, which eventually we're gonna have big plans to change this up. But for now, I don't really mind. It's very beige, it's very unoffensive, I think is the best way to describe it. But for the longest time I was putting up without having a mirror in here, so even though it's not like the best place, like I have to come all the way back here to kind of like look in the mirror, it's still quite handy to have. And I was saying to Alex, we need to put something up in here. He was suggesting actually putting something up behind you, but it's so funny having a relationship with such a height difference. I posted a photo of the two of us recently, and someone asked me, what is actually your height difference? And for anyone wondering, it is 1 foot and 2 inches. That is the height difference between Alex and I. So whenever I vlog him, I'm always having to like vlog up Otherwise, he just can't be in the background of my videos. And it's so funny when you think about like the mirror positions and like placements around the house, because every time he puts a mirror up that suits him, I cannot see it. Like I literally can get like the top of my head. Whereas every time I put a mirror up, he can only just about see probably like this much of his face, and down he has to like squat in order to look in this mirror. It's the funniest thing. But I did say to him that this is my bathroom and I deserve to have the mirror. I need it with regards to my height, so it won't work back there because I'm just too short to make that work. But I always get questions about this mirror. I've had this for ages, and it's actually a HomeSense find from years ago. I think I've had it maybe 5-6 years. And that's the best thing about having a very neutral color palette, having a very classic interior style, is that you can keep things for a really, really long time. So my new little mirror, and I thought I would just come up and get my makeup off and show you actually, seeing as though we were doing a bit of a Pixie unboxing this morning, 2 of my favorite Pixie products, which I absolutely adore. If you are looking to do a little bit of a Pixie haul, I would definitely recommend adding this into your order. This is the Glow Tonic Cleansing Gel, which I really like, especially on days like today when I don't have heavy makeup on. I don't have any eye makeup or anything to worry about like that. I really, really love this. And I also love the Glow Mud Mask. But I feel like my skin is just really needing like a hit of glow. I'm having a bit of breakout and it's just not looking like the healthiest and the happiest. I'll use this and I absolutely love it. So I think I'm gonna give myself a bit of a pamper. Might even use this mask tonight as well. I always love doing it because it only needs to be on for like 10 minutes. So I can literally just sit in the bathroom, chill, have a bit of a doom scroll on TikTok whilst I'm waiting for it to set, and then I can take it off and my skin, it feels brand new. So I'm gonna do my skincare, get into my PJs and have a lovely cozy evening in with Alex. And I think I might leave this vlog here because it has been a 3-day, bit of a weekly vlog of what I got up to, but I really hope you enjoyed coming to the Henley Regatta with me and seeing the new in dresses. As I said, everything will be linked down below in the description box if you do want to shop anything from the video. And if you got to the end, ooh, comment below Nancy Myers, because it's been a very Nancy Myers week, and I feel like even like attending the Henley Regatta, even though that's a very British event, being by the river, by the water, it just reminds me of that like coastal grandmother, countryside grandmother aesthetic, and there's nothing more Nancy Myers than that. So comment Nancy Myers down below in the comment if you got to the end of this video. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button already, I would love it if you hit it now, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.